and then we're good.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, and welcome back to the Revitalized Podcast.
That's right. It's a beautiful, beautiful Monday afternoon. Which is, I don't know why we say good morning. Good afternoon.
I just went with it. Like you said morning.
The sun is hidden. The snow is falling. And it's a Monday. But that's okay because we are going to be super, super, super grateful for it.
Absolutely. There's a lot to be grateful for. And that's how you want to start your day. That's how you want to start your afternoon. That's how you want to start your evening. Because if you want to have a good life, if you want to feel good, you have to be grateful.
Absolutely. So I'm Justyn.
I'm Elle.
This is the Revitalized Podcast. And today we're going to be talking about how to be healthy as a family, how to make our families super, 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 super healthy again, using holistic principles, natural philosophies, and just common sense stuff that works, that doesn't involve a knife or radiation or chemicals or crazy stuff. We're focusing on being healthy today. It's
making
a great
choices. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what do we have to be grateful for, babe?
We got a lot of stuff to be grateful for. One thing that was really cool, Elle and I, we have been doing a little bit of open housing. Is that it?
Open house viewings?
Viewing open house. We've been looking at houses. We're looking at some houses, which is always great, which is always awesome. And just seeing like tons and tons and tons of kids at these open houses. There was this one we went to two back to back, and they were kind of close to each other in this town. And the same family followed us. The first one, they came up after we showed up, and then they came in the second one after we showed up, and we got to see both the kids, and the kids were just fighting over which rooms are going to be theirs and stuff. It was hilarious. It was awesome. So thinking a lot about families, a lot about kids. Went to a wedding show recently. So just in general, the main thing to be grateful for, which is always the main thing, is just be grateful for your loved ones. Be grateful for the people that you have in your life. There's going to come a day where they might not be there, and you don't want to spend the rest of the days after regretting not appreciating them, not enjoying them, not doing things, having fun, making memories.
Yeah.
Well, you had them. I mean, tomorrow's not guaranteed for any of us, even us youngins, even us little babies in your teens and your 20s and your 30s, us little baby people.
We're definitely not going to die, but I hear what you're saying.
But it's just, you have to live for the moment, and you got to take each moment
to the
happy
fullest
and grateful.
You have to live life to the fullest, and that's one day at a time.
That's right.
Because every day can be full and bright and beautiful and joyful.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for Drew. I'm grateful for our whole team. I'm grateful for all of our clients. I'm grateful for our viewers. I'm grateful for the fact that we have access to reliable internet and we can do this live stream today. All of you lovely viewers. I'm grateful for the people. I'm grateful for the people in our lives. I'm grateful for the people that have taken us under their wing and taught us how to be adults. I'm grateful for our friends. I'm grateful for our neighbors. I'm grateful for the fact that we live in a country with freedom and lots of maple syrup. I'm grateful for the fact that we all got given a moose to ride for our 13th graduation
and
party
when you officially
become a Canadian citizen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm grateful for the fact that it's Monday and we get to start another amazing week, not end a week and then never get to live it ever again.
It's true. So thank God it's Monday.
That's right. Thank God for another Monday.
For myself, I'm really grateful for, I was talking to you about this morning a little bit about that. I'm really grateful for real love, because the world, it will condition us to believe that love has to do entirely with your feelings, that love is just something you fall into. It's just something you end up with. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, instant love. And then it's there. And that's what you have to go off of. And that you're fine. Just like a Disney, princess movie. You can just marry, a man you just met, this kind of idea. But one thing that you really realize more and more as you get older and as you grow in wisdom, right? Because wisdom is the primary thing, is that wisdom is something you grow. And it's something that is only real when it has had the time to really develop in you in order to receive and to give, and in the relationship. Like there's a lot of people who like each other. There's a lot of people who are attracted to each other. There's a lot of people that find maybe the other person funny or something like this. And, they can have fun together, and that's wonderful. But if you want something that lasts, you have to make it last, and you make it last by growing it. If you want to have a tree that you can put a tire swing on that you can have for a really long time, it has to have the environment that it needs. It has to have the water and the sunshine and the nurturing that it needs to grow in order to be a mighty oak that can't be easily moved. So it has to have a chance to develop those deep, deep roots. Yeah. So if you want something to really last, you have to make sure that you nurture it. You have to make sure that you don't give up on it, that you keep fighting. In a marriage, it's 100-100. It's not 50-50.
That's freaking right.
You have to give it everything. And the same thing goes with any other relationship. You have to commit to the relationship. It's not supposed to end just because you feel like it. And or you guys had a disagreement or something. And I think that this idea that it's acceptable to just give up on a relationship is not something that is optimal for us. It's not something that's healthy for us. It's not something that's good for our future. It's not something that's good for, especially, how all of us, we're going to be in our 80s and 90s one day. Like, do you want to look back at just seeing relationships that ended before they could have? Or do you want to have relationships in your life where you gave it everything you could and you kept fighting, and so did the other person?
Exactly.
And don't get me wrong, obviously easier said than done. People can hurt people in this kind of idea. But the point being is that idea to keep fighting. If you deem a relationship worth it, then you can fight, because love has always been enough. It's just people don't always use it enough. But love has always been powerful enough. It always has been. And it always will be. So that's what I'm grateful for.
I'm grateful for a lot, baby. It's a lot of gratitude.
For sure.
I mean, overall, the theme for today, the theme for this Monday, for this episode, is just, it's all family. Yeah. That's the idea. And if you're listening this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whatever time it is that you're watching, listen close. If you're going to do anything in your life, have a family.
Yes.
Have a family, have a family, have a family,
get married and have a family.
It's incredible. Meet a good person, a good guy, a good lady, fall in love, get married.
No, grow in love. Were you not listening the entire time?
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Grow in love.
Grow in love.
Grow in love. Don't trip each other up, okay?
And make your life meaningful. Yes. Make your life matter. Because one of the things, and we don't have kids yet.
Yeah.
That's something that we're very, very, very excited about.
Yes.
But we've worked with quite a bit of kids. We've seen a lot of families. We've worked with a lot of couples, young couples, older couples, little teeny tiny baby kids, little old bigger kids, and all kinds of kids in between. And one thing that we can absolutely tell you that is one of the reasons why we are so excited to have kids is that they instantly make your life meaningful.
Yes.
Every bit of pain you've gone through, every mistake you've ever made, every lesson you've ever learned, every dollar you've ever spent, everything you've gone through in your life, it gives it a purpose.
Yes.
The pain, it made you tough enough and strong enough and smart enough and wise enough and experienced enough to be a good parent. The mistakes are a bunch of things that you can now teach your kids so they don't have to ever do ever again. You can pass that information, that wisdom along for the rest of your family. Hey guys, don't eat the yellow snow. And now for all of time, we now have children not eating yellow snow. It's phenomenal. The mistakes, the heartache, the trauma, whatever you've been through, it it was worth it because now you are here. Now you have a child. Now you have a thing that is living and breathing and will outlast you and will stand the test of time and will get you to take all the goodness in you and pass it along to the rest of the world. And it's something that lasts. It's the ultimate legacy.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate purpose. Businesses rise and fall. Empires rise and fall. Families keep going on. We know they keep going on because all of us have descendants from decades and centuries and millennia ago. And all of them led to us to now being here. Yeah, millennia, thousands of years. That's how it works. That is right. It is millennia, right? Millennia is a millennium is 1,000 years, right? Yeah, because it's decade, 10 years, centuries, 100 years, millennium's 1,000 years. See, I went to school, people. I didn't go through all school, but I went to some school part-time I went to. But anyways, it's the ultimate legacy because it's the thing that people, bloodlines, families have lasted longer than any business, lasted longer than any idea, lasted longer than any empire. I mean, Genghis Khan, his whole empire is done, crumbled. Nobody knows about it. Nobody cares about it. There's people that are alive because of him today. His empire's not here, but his descendants are. I mean, people, it's the ultimate legacy. It's the ultimate way to take everything that has happened in your life, good and bad, and make it worth a lot, make it worth an infinite amount because, I mean, a life is the most precious thing ever. It's the most beautiful thing ever. Babies are incredible. Kids are awesome. And let's get one thing straight, okay? They are doable for anybody who is healthy enough. If you're healthy enough, you can have a kid.
Yes.
You're healthy enough, even if for some crazy reason, maybe let's say you can't get pregnant. Maybe there's some extenuating circumstances.
Been told you can't get pregnant.
Yeah, but even if it's like totally true, you had some crazy accident and you're missing parts or something like that. You can adopt.
Yeah.
You can take people under your wing.
Absolutely.
You can mentor.
Like
you can coach. You can help.
Absolutely.
And when you do that, I mean, it unlocks a whole new world.
Absolutely. There's women today and men today who have never even been married who have more children than people who are married.
Exactly.
And regularly have kids.
That's right. And if you're healthy enough, even if you can't actually naturally give birth or have your own kids naturally, you can still have kids. There's plenty of ways you can do it.
Yes.
And if you're healthy enough, kids are expensive. Great. You have the energy, you have the mental acuity, you have the physical strength to work as much as you need to make sure those kids eat, to make sure those kids grow up in a safe home. Kids are time consuming. Awesome. You have more than enough energy. You are more than healthy enough for your body to run on a couple hours less sleep every night to deal with whatever they got going on and your own problems and still wake up feeling happy. Kids are a lot of time consuming. Everything has to be devoted to them. Fantastic. You have the energy. You have the strength. You have the mental acuity. You have the health to be emotionally stable enough to raise another person, to take care of yourself and them. I mean, there's nothing that being healthy enough won't help you with when it comes to having kids, when it comes to having a husband, having a wife, having a spouse, having a best friend and a partner. And then you get to make little mini versions of that person forever. I mean, I'm pumped to have daughters. I'm also excited to have sons, but I'm pumped to have daughters. You want to know why? Because I love this woman. She's the greatest thing since sliced bread. She's way better than freaking sliced bread. Sliced bread ain't got nothing on her. And guess what I'm going to get to do when I have daughters? I'm going to have more of her. I'm going to have little teeny tiny mini ones. And I'm going to get to watch them grow up and be little bigger ones. And it's amazing. And the same thing for her when we got sons.
Absolutely.
She's going to get little mini me's.
Absolutely.
How is that not the best thing ever? That's freaking awesome. That's super, 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 super cool.
I
feel like I'm talking too much.
For sure.
I'm blowing out the audience.
Not for sure.
You're for sure talking way too much, honey.
But no, for sure it's going to be exciting. On top of this too, it's like it forces you to grow. It literally makes you a better person. So you have to become more patient. You have to become more developed emotionally and mentally and socially and spiritually. And it's something that helps people to not have a life that is only kind of governed or satisfied by personal reference. So you have satisfaction,
aka being self-absorbed and selfish.
You have satisfaction and you have true achievement when you see these people that you love more than yourself achieve and succeed. And sure,
That's
you
right.
can have satisfaction and joy or like happiness when you see like a person who's a good friend of yours succeed and everything like this, but it's completely different when you have a kid.
Yeah,
it is, because that's someone that you were genuinely a part of even creating.
When the little munchkin's got to eat, you realize your problems aren't that problematic. They don't actually matter that much. And we get it done. We grow up. You know, you can work 3 jobs as a guy. You can go to work all day long, 12-hour shift, come home and have patience and time for your wife and kids. You can do it because it's built in you. You're strong enough, and you realize that when you're put in a situation where you need to, where you have to, where there's no other option. You know, one statistic that I'm very, very, very excited about is almost universally, I think it was like 9 point something, like almost 100% of the time, men, no matter what age group, no matter what ethnicity, no matter what background, pretty much universally, men in their 20s, men in their 30s, men in their 40s, when they have a wife and kids, they make more money than their single bachelor counterpart. Why is that? Is that because married men are smarter? Is that because fathers are much more gifted, much more talented, way more well endowed, way more whatever? No, it is simply because they must. Yes. They have to. There are more mouths to feed, and so there are more dollars required to feed those mouths, and so they figure it out, and they can do it. And the only difference between the bachelor and the husband or the father who's making more money and the single guy who's not making much money at all, the married guy, the father, is that he has to. The bachelor can get away with where he's at right now. He can live on the cot. He can deal with Mr. Noodles. This guy, he can't. It's no longer on the table. Yeah. And so it no longer happens. And so, you know, if you're a young man, entrepreneurial, driven, you want to make something great of yourself, you want to have this amazing, beautiful, abundant life, you want to achieve things and travel and do cool stuff, one of the best pieces of advice I can give you, and this is from personal experience because I have been on both ends of that spectrum. I've been the lazy, self-centered, good for nothing, not accomplishing anything with my life type of guy. And I've been the husband / father in training who now has a reason to make something of myself. And I can absolutely tell you, everything about you becomes much better, and you make a significant amount more money, and you are infinitely funner and way better to be around, and you are stronger and more capable and better looking in every way, simply because you have to. It's no longer an option to sleep in every single day. It's no longer an option to get away with the cot and the pull-out couch. You want to know why? Because the lady won't put up with it. She's not going to be comfortable on the pull-out couch and the cot. And so you have to replace it with a nice fancy bed, which costs more money than the pull-out couch and the cot. And so you got to make more money to be able to afford the bed. And it's awesome because now you're in a comfortable bed and you realize, oh my God, pull-out couches suck. They're terrible to sleep on. I had no idea my back was so freaking sore. But because you didn't have something to push you, something to motivate you, something to make you the man that you could be, good sir, you never knew how great a beautiful plush king-size Tempur-Pedic memory foam mattress could be for your rest and slumber. But now you have a family. You got a woman. You got a lady. And you got some kids on the way. Maybe a couple. Maybe not quite yet, but they're coming soon. And you realize life's freaking beautiful when you force it to be.
Absolutely.
Again, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry.
It makes you recognize how capable you can be.
Yeah.
And that's in the physical sense, that's in the spiritual sense, that's in the emotional, mental sense, financial and social. It forces you to be greater than you are right now. And so a lot of times people only grow when they're between a rock and a hard place. And even if you're someone who likes growing, who wants to grow, you will not know, of course, right? You will not know truly how capable you are until you're in a situation where you have to make it happen.
Absolutely.
And it's just going to push you forward in so many different ways. And, you know, people, sometimes we hear a lot about the negatives of it, but it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. And I'll give you an example of this. A lot of women, they're told about how pregnancy can be really negative for your body. But that's not actually true. Now, there's ways where it can be, just like anything can be negative for your body, even something that's healthy, right? You can do it the wrong way. You can overdo it. You can underdo it. This kind of idea when it even comes to different practices or something like that. If you stay long enough in the sauna, you're going to have some problems. Okay. Arise.
Sleep's great. If all you do is sleep, your life sucks.
Yeah. There's going to be some problems that come up from that. Right. So in the same way with pregnancy, you can actually contribute to longevity, and you can also contribute to, having very good hormones. You can contribute to better metabolic health. You can contribute to improved immune health. You can contribute to better emotional regulation with having children. And part of that too is also seeing like, hey, wow, I really am capable. Because I think one of the things that this world has made tolerable is being weak. Oh, you shouldn't forgive. Oh, you shouldn't push yourself. Oh, well, you should rest. Oh, well, you shouldn't, work so hard.
You've deserved
you should treat yourself. Oh, love yourself. And it's like, that is enabling yourself. There is a time to rest, but there's a time to put in a lot of effort. And if you get into the conditioning, just like a rich, spoiled kid would, right? If you get in the conditioning of only resting and having your standards lower where, oh, this is good enough, that is good enough, etc. Just like how Justyn was saying, how a lot of men can end up in a situation where they don't necessarily want more than just the basics covered. So they don't necessarily dream for bigger. And that also means they don't have to work as hard, which is understandable for most people. But at the same time, when you're in a situation where, you are forced to basically work harder, you're forced to grow bigger, you're forced to get better, then you get more reward, because children truly, truly remind you and are evidence of the value and the beauty of life. Because, as we get older, sometimes it can seem as though the world is less bright, the world is less colorful. But that's only because we are maybe lacking in that moment a little bit of meaning. And with children, they are truly like the best thing you will ever do. One of the best things you will ever do with your life is to have kids. And you can make that the best achievement. And that's going to be a reward that is so good, because we think about even different careers or jobs, and there's a lot of jobs that would replace you in a moment, even if you've given 50 years of your life. But children, if you make sure that you have a good relationship with your kids, that is going to last you till your dying breath.
That's right. And this is speaking from people who are still young enough to remember what it's like to be a kid.
Yeah.
People who are extremely excited to have kids.
Yes.
And who also have quite a bit more experience than we probably should working with kids at our age and working with parents and couples. And just getting to see things from so many different angles all at once, it's been extremely helpful for us. It's honestly one of the coolest things about our job is just all the things that we've been able to learn for ourselves in our own life, and the experience and the perspective we've been able to build, helping us get ready for parenting and marriage and being business owners and all these things. I mean, we've had so many advantages. There's been a ton of stuff that's tried to get in the way and tried to stop and tried to have been problems, and there's so many things that we could complain about if we wanted to.
The fact like if you really look for something to complain about, you will find it.
Yeah.
But the opposite is true too. If you look for something to be grateful for.
Exactly. And the fact is that we don't want to complain, and so we freaking don't. It's just that simple. It's that simple. Like, everybody has problems. Everybody goes through stuff.
And but everyone has blessings too.
That's right. Everybody can complain all day long, but everybody can also just choose to be grateful.
We don't have to.
It's just as easy. It's just being grateful is way more rewarding because you smile.
Yeah. It's better, right?
It's way better. It's way better. Way better.
So what will you choose, warrior?
That's
right.
What
will you choose?
All
right. Should we get
So moral of the story.
Oh.
You got to have kids.
Yes. You have to get married and have kids.
They're awesome.
Yes.
So great. Phenomenal. And yeah, if you are going to have kids, get married. Because one of the things we know, for example, especially with boys, it affects girls just differently. But one of the things that we know for sure with boys is that most men today are just about as likely or more likely to end up in prison or to become a criminal if they don't have a stable family with a whole family, a mom and a dad in the house, as they are to go to college. if they did just have a dad and a mom in the home growing up. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You take the mom out, your kid's more likely to be a criminal,
worse.
more likely to go to jail than he is to graduate. You take the dad out, more likely to be a criminal, more likely to go to jail than he is to graduate. Wild. So yeah, if you are going to have kids, do the responsible thing. Commit to their parent for the rest of your child's life, because they deserve to have a good life, the best life that you can give them.
Yes.
And one of the things that you can, all of us can do, regardless of where we're born, regardless of our family drama, regardless of our income, regardless of our zip code, regardless of our skin color, regardless of our gender, is we can just commit to love the person that we made a life with for the benefit of that life that we made together in love. It's not easy. It's not always simple, but every time it is absolutely worth it. And we can all do it. We're all capable of it. We can all forgive. We can all let go. We can stop the drama. We can stop the bitterness. We can stop the anger. We can stop the resentment. Maybe you can't do it alone. Maybe you guys need some help. Maybe you need to bring in some support, some counsel, some happy, positive people in your life to build you up for the first time, maybe in ever.
That have what you want.
That's right. But you can absolutely do it. You can absolutely forgive. You can absolutely let go. You can absolutely
communicate better.
You can absolutely stay loyal. You can absolutely be friends forever. You can become childhood friends with some random person you just happen to be born next to, grow up in school, go to high school, go to college, you're friends for 20, 40, 60 years. Why can't you be best friends with the person you wake up to every single morning? Why can't you be best friends with a person that all of your problems and all of your shortcomings and all of your blessings and all of your miracles are always involved with both of you? If one person has debt, you both got debt. If one of you live in a home, you both live in the home. If one of you have a vehicle, you can both drive it. If one of you have kids, you're both having kids. Like, we can do this together.
Yes.
And doing it together is way better than doing it by yourself. And it's way better for the kid than you trying to do it by yourself or you trying to do it together, a join. And none of your family is perfect. And there's lots of different problems. And, you know, if things didn't quite work out that way, that doesn't mean that you can't have an absolutely amazing life and your child can't be super, super, super happy and you can't be ridiculously healthy. It just means that if you can do it that way, it's worth giving it everything you got. And if it doesn't work out, at least you know you tried. But one thing we see today is we have so many people getting into relationships, expecting it to end. And that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah. We have so many people that are getting marriage licenses more for the license than for the marriage.
Yeah.
And that ends in disaster. We have so many people having kids just for the government checks. So many people having kids just because they don't want to be alone. And they're not super, super, super particular about which person they have those kids with.
Yeah.
And like, we're happy kids are being born because we need as many babies as this planet can possibly handle.
Yeah, that's true. And there is so many resources and so much space.
So many.
There's so much. Yeah.
But if you can, which we all can, we can all definitely give it our best shot. Find someone that you actually like and then learn to love them. Yeah. And then learn how to express that love daily.
Yes.
And get married and have a family. Buy a safe home. Get a safe vehicle. Get a reliable job. Get a reliable career. Raise kids. And do it as many times as you can possibly handle, as much as your health will allow, as much as as a little bit more than your bank account will allow, because the bank account will sort itself out. The health is a more important thing. As many times as you're physically, emotionally, spiritually capable of, and your life will be a heck of a lot better for it, because we've never once, and there's a reason for this, we've never once seen a movie, a family comedy, a romantic comedy, where at the end of the movie, the guy's like, you know what? I was right. I should have devoted all my life to my career and ignored my kids. I'm so happy I did that. No. How does every movie end? The guy's like, oh my gosh, I've been a dingus. My child, I forgot your birthday for the 100th time. I'm so sorry. And then it's a happy ending because they realize their mistakes and they move on. And we can all do that too.
Absolutely.
We can all do that too.
Absolutely.
We can be the stars of our own romantic comedies. That's right.
Very cool.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you so
this
much.
was significantly more speechy and preachy than I meant it to be. But anyway, we got more structure next week on Thursday. Not next week.
Absolutely.
Next episode.
Absolutely. We're going over more questions on family and on like the health of improving, or excuse me, the ability to improve your family's health.
Exactly.
Because again, we're here to
for
help
men and
families.
women, and for pregnancy, for before pregnancy, during pregnancy, after pregnancy. It's really, really, really important. We went to a wedding convention. We got inspired. Okay, you guys can't get mad at us. We're going to talk about babies for a while.
Yes, always.
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all of you that tuned into the stream. We appreciate you. All of you guys watching the recording, we appreciate you just as much. If you guys liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, at least just tell us why, so we can work on making it better. Don't be one of those ghost dislikers that just you're negative for no reason and you don't do anything to try to fix it. You just complain. Don't be a complainer. You can be a criticizer, sure, but don't be a complainer.
A critiquer.
A critiquer.
Yes.
If this helped you, if you got inspired, if you got a little bit excited to have some kids, share it with somebody else, because we need a lot more kids around here.
We do.
You guys spreading the show, leaving us reviews, giving us likes, doing the subscribes, doing the follows, doing all the social media, internet mumbo jumbo stuff. It helps to get the show out there. We appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry I talked so much.
All right, guys.
Elle's going to talk more next time. I promise.
We'll see you on the next episode.
That's right. God bless you. Have a great week.
Your family.
See you guys. Bye.